It's about 400 degrees, and one slight mistake, boom, bam, burn. My message today is to remind you that you are resilient. If you're like me, sometimes you need a little reminder. My name is Tori, spelled Tori, and I am grateful that you came to my channel to embrace your story. First of all, what does resilient even mean? And why am I describing you as resilient? Let's look at the definition. There are two parts. Part one of resilient is of a person or animal able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Part two, of a substance or object able to recoil or spring back into shape after bending, stretching, or being compressed. If the definition alone doesn't tell you why I call you resilient, let me share a little story. If life has taught me anything, it has taught me not to give up. Let's pause for a moment and think about this. You haven't given up. You're still here. There is breath in your lungs. Something that may shock you is that I was a manager at Waffle House. And for those that don't know, Waffle House is a food establishment that caters to truck drivers and people that are out late looking for something to eat. It's a place where you can go to get a familiar meal no matter what state you're in, if your state has it. And where I live, there are not many places open after 10 p.m. where you can get something to eat. Waffle House happens to be open 24/7. And I may go into the details another time, but the short version is that I became a manager for Waffle House. It was one of the most difficult jobs I have ever had. And I have had a lot of jobs. So that's saying something. While I was learning how to be a manager, I had to learn how to do every single work position, including how to serve the customers, how to take the orders, how to cook the food that the customers ordered, and run the store all at the same time. During this process of learning, I got burnt. The grill at Waffle House is just slightly less than the temperature of the sun. It's about 400 degrees, and one slight mistake, boom, bam, burn. Not only was the grill a hazard, but then there was the waffle irons. Of course, we make waffles at Waffle House, and I cannot count the number of times that the waffle irons burnt the stew out of me. After a few months of training, my arms looked like I had been in a battle. It looked like somebody was out to get me. The customers would take notice and ask me if I was all right. And just to avoid the question, I started wearing what we call sleeves. They are kind of like leggings, but for your arms. I covered up my scars, not because I was ashamed, but because I wanted to protect other people from worrying about me. Look, no scars. And this was the worst arm because it's my right arm, my right-handed. No scars whatsoever. I still have the memories and I can still feel the pain from getting burnt, but I do not look like what I have been through. I still have the memories and the pain, but I do not look like what I have been through. That is the very definition of resilient. What difficulties in life have you overcome? What comes to mind when you think about how you are resilient? I immediately thought of my time at Waffle House. I looked at my fully recovered arms, and it encouraged me to let you know that I had confidence in calling you resilient. Stay tuned. The next video will be about the I in story, STORI, because my name is Tori, and I'll be sharing why you are incredible, but I've already gone through the S, the T, and the O. Today, the R. Go back and watch some of those videos to build yourself and encourage yourself, to remind yourself of how great you really are. Stay on this journey with me as we embrace your story.